Hello, in this video I will be showing you how to make an ice shader that looks like this. The shader will be able to slide over the object it is applied to. Let's get started. For this demonstration I will be applying the shader to this chest model I've made. You may use any object you would like. First we're going to create a lit shader graph. Open the shader graph. Once open, go to your graph settings. Change the surface type from opaque to transparent. First, we're going to create a color. You can just leave it called color. We're going to connect that immediately to the base color. Make sure to change mode to HDR. Then go change the color to white and set the A to 255. Next, we're going to create our texture group. Create a sample texture 2D LOD node. This is the base of our texture block. Next, create a texture 2D asset to plug into the texture space of sample texture 2D LOD. Next, we're going to plug in our PNG to the Texture 2D asset. If you don't have one, or you would like to use mine, I will have it linked in the description. Next, create a tiling and offset node to plug into the UV. Next, you can adjust the tiling settings. Mine are set to X5 and Y4. You may set these to personal preference though. Next, we're going to group these textures under the header Ice Textures. We'll come back to this, but first we need to make something else. Create a Fresnel effect node. Now, create a float. We're going to call this float Fresnel Power. Dragging this into the scene, we're going to connect this to the power space on the Fresnel node. Now it's time to add the Fresnel node with the texture group we made. Create a lerp node. Plug the Fresnel effect into T1. Next, plug sample texture 2D LOD into B1. Create an add modifier. Plug lerp into B1 of the add modifier. Create a multiply node. Plug multiply into the fragment base color. Move color to plug into multiply A4. Plug the add that we made into B on this multiply node. Now we're going to create another group of nodes. This group is going to help control the texture and how it faces the camera on the object. Create a dot product node. Create a normal vector node. Connect normal vector to the dot product. Create a view direction node. Connect to the dot product. Create a clamp node. Connect this to the integer of the dot product. Create an add node. Connect the add node with the clamp node. Set X to 0.5. You'll see I've mistakenly set it to 0.05 in this video. I will correct my mistake later, but you shouldn't have to make the same mistake. Be assured, you want 0.5. Create a round node. Connect the round node with the add node. Put these nodes together in a group. I've titled mine Face Camera. Now, to connect this with what we already have, create a multiply node. Plug the round node from camera grouping into A. Plug the lerp output into B. Now, connect this multiply to A, where the multiply before it was connected to add, completing the connection. Let's put these together now. Create a multiply node. Connect Fresnel effect with the A input of the multiply node. Connect the output of the round node in the face camera grouping to the B input of the multiply node. Connect the multiply output to the open add input that is connecting two other multiply nodes. Next, we're going to create the slider for the frost effect. Create a position node. Set the space to object. Create a split node and connect that to the position node. Create a smooth step node. Take the output of the split node and connect it to edge 1 of the smooth step node. Set the X of edge 2 to 0.1. Create a new float. Call it frost amount. Set the mode to slider. You may adjust the minimum and maximum of the slider for whatever works for your model. For my model, my minimum is negative 0.002. and my maximum is 0.09, but this may vary by your object. Create a blend node. Connect it to the Smooth Step Base 1. Set mode to multiply. Connect Blend 1 with the output of the Add node previously connected to the Multiply node with color. Connect the Blend node output into B, where the Add modifier used to be. Set opacity, X, to 0.3. Group this together under Frost Shader. Finally, we're going to make the fade effect on the edges. Create a position node. Create a distance node. Plug position into A2 of the distance node. Create a vector 2 node. Plug vector 2 into distance B2. Set Y to 0.5. Create a smooth step node. Connect the distance node into the integer of the smooth step node. Set edge 1 to 0.01. Set edge 2 to 0.5. Group these nodes together under the title Edge Fade. Create a blend node. Plug Smooth Step into base of the blend node. Plug the blend node from the Frost slider into the blend of this blend node. Set the opacity to 0.35. Set the mode to multiply. Connect this blend node output with the fragment alpha. The shader is now done. Let's go over to our scene. If your prop has another material on it, make sure to go add a new material slot to it. Find your shader in the project assets. Right-click on your shader and create a material from it. Apply that material to your object. Open the surface inputs of the shader applied to your object and play with them. Mine has a Fresnel set to 0.2. My color is a light blue with a few HDR intensities into white. My specific intensity is set to 3.7 and the A is at 200. Play with this until you get an effect you like. Control the slider to your heart's content to cover as much or as little of your object as you want it to. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that it was helpful. Thank you for watching.